So, hi, happy evening, everyone. It's such a pleasure to see you all again after our meeting, in Ludhiana and then also online every day. So, I'm so happy to be here sharing. Yeah, I'll just request all of you to keep your mics on mute if possible. Okay. So, the topic we have chosen today is personal branding. So I'll just take a minute to first get across what I really am trying to say. So will any one of you try and tell me what do you understand by personal branding? Brands we all understand? Nike, Adidas, right? Apple. We understand brands. So what is personal branding?
To establish ourselves like a brand.
To establish ourselves like a brand. What do you mean by a brand?
Something
to sell our product and services.
The person with special qualities.
Just one by one, please. It'll be good. People will be able to hear us. Yes, sir. Amajit, sir.
To sell our product and services so that it is useful to the community, and you are a brand or your name is a society like Apple you have just now mentioned. I think that's what I understand by personal branding.
Okay. So if we take ourselves as a commodity, we would want people to choose us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So we have to have some kind of a quality to be a brand. We
Yes,
cannot
of
be
course,
an imitation. We cannot be a second copy. We cannot be an imitation, right?
We have to some unique qualities.
ma'am.
Yes, Jyoti, you said something?
I said this Sunita ma'am.
Okay, Sunita.
I'm saying the uniqueness in us as an individual.
Okay, uniqueness in ourselves as an individual. Great. So, yeah, Jyoti, you raised your hand. You want to say something?
I just want to say कि you are your own brand. मतलब आपके नाम से आपकी पहचान होनी चाहिए.
आपके नाम से आपने पहचान होनी चाहिए. Great. So, all right.
Excuse me.
I think you all have some idea about what a personal brand is. Somebody else is trying to speak?
Yes, I am trying to say that before making ourselves a brand, we need to empower ourselves so that we can claim to be a brand.
Absolutely. I mean, obviously, we have to have some qualities to be called a brand, number one, right? So that is what the talk is all about, that how do we create ourselves to be a brand, that we don't really have to speak for ourselves and just our, what you say, our identity speaks. Okay. Now look at this. I'm sure you all recognize this, don't you? You all recognize
Apple.
this? Yeah,
Yes,
Apple.
yes.
Absolutely. आधा खाया हुआ apple.
आधा झूठा apple.
Yes, great. Now, tell me one thing. Have you ever seen this product being advertised out of the way? Like, of course, when a new product is launched, it advertises. But does it really have to give advertisements or use, some film stars or someone to really advertise it? I mean, advertise for the brand.
Very rare.
Very, very rare.
Very rare.
So when you see this, what adjectives come to your mind? I mean, we are all, come on, let's just be very interactive here, but just let's respect each other. And when one is speaking, please wait for the person to finish. What comes to your mind when you see this logo?
iPhone.
Okay, yeah.
Laptop.
No, adjectives, I said adjectives. How do you describe?
Adjective, okay.
We have to get associated with it.
Yes, sir?
We have to get associated with it. I want to have it. Because this will give me a image around my friends and community is that I am a user of this product.
Yes.
And
So
I
advanced features of technology.
My question is, what adjectives come
Yes,
to your
ma'am.
mind?
Advanced feature of technology, ma'am.
It is advanced.
Consistency.
It is a consistent product.
Expensive.
Expensive, yes, great. But still we all want it, right? It is expensive.
Pricing, ma'am.
Yeah. See, when all your mics are on together, no, there's going to be a chaos.
Ma'am,
If
it's
you are not
enticing.
speaking, kindly keep yourself on mute. Yeah.
Ma'am, I'm saying it's enticing.
Your voice is not clear, ma'am.
Ma'am, it's enticing.
It's enticing. Great. It's enticing. It's everybody's dream, and everybody keeps waiting for the latest version of the phone to come, and we want it because it is latest technology, right? Sophisticated, expensive. These are the words which came to our mind, right?
Ma'am, lots of disturbance is here.
Yeah, because the mics are on, darling. Okay. So now next, I come here. Do you recognize this lady? Anybody
Yeah, this is
recognize?
Oprah.
Oprah Winfrey. Yeah,
Oprah,
great.
yeah.
Yeah. The minute you think of Oprah Winfrey, what comes to your mind? Adjectives.
Outspoken.
Outspoken. Okay, she speaks her mind.
Hello.
Influencer.
She's an
Confident.
influence. Yeah.
Confident.
Confident.
Very, very confident. A strong lady.
Lively too.
Very lively, strong, and she's working for the society too. All the girls in Africa, she's providing education to them. And she's been very, very hardworking because after being the child of her house help, she was able to now be the richest Black woman on the planet, right? So is she a brand?
Yeah,
Yes, of
sure.
course.
Yes, of course, she's a brand. Okay, this one is more familiar.
Yes, of course. Amitabh Bachchan.
Yeah, adjectives. I'm asking for adjectives. How do you describe him?
Lucky.
Handsome.
Handsome,
Dynamic.
Lucky.
Consistency in his work.
consistent, hardworking. He's been a fighter, strong,
Impressive voice.
dynamic, very impressive voice,
Solid voice.
solid voice. So the minute you know that Amitabh Bachchan is acting in a movie, you want to see the movie, right? Because he's a brand.
Moreover, acting, presentation.
He's a great actor. So this is how we describe him. Okay. All right, the thing goes on and on. Okay, this guy,
Yes,
Einstein,
ma'am.
yeah,
Intellectual. Intellectual.
intellectual, brain,
The highest IQ level.
yeah, he had a big IQ level because even the size of his brain was bigger than the others. In fact, people worked on the, his brains to find out at what really made his IQ so high. Okay, great. Then,
Chosen.
Yeah.
Chosen.
yeah,
Chosen. Chosen.
chosen. Okay. So is
That's
he a
my
brand?
perspective.
Is he a
Yes.
brand?
Yes.
Yes,
Of course.
yes. Okay, the last one now. Everybody knows him, whether we love him or we hate him, but we know him, right?
Strong personality.
Very strong personality,
Brave, bold,
brave, bold. We saw what
Fearless.
happened day before, right?
fearless.
Confident.
Yes, okay. So I
Influencer.
will not go too much into
Influencer.
this. I don't
Leader.
want to give a different bend anyway today.
Best politician.
Best politician. Yes, right on.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
best communicator, ma'am. Communicator, best communicator.
Okay. So he's a powerful guy, right? Okay. So is he a brand?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So now define what's a brand.
The qualities we have
Something
prove
which
us
we
like a
have,
brand, which is
which
different.
makes us a class apart. Certain values and strengths which we have inside us, which makes us a class apart from the others, so that we don't have to speak with our own mouth. None of
Kindly
them
mute
say,
everyone. Please mute everyone.
yeah, I'll only mute everybody. Yeah. So, okay, now let's carry on with this. So the definition of a brand would be a person who has certain qualities which he does not have to advertise with his own mouth. None of these people have to say that I'm Oprah Winfrey or I'm a brand or, Apple does not have to advertise. He does not need models to advertise for itself. Just the logo is enough for people to go crazy over it, right? Oprah Winfrey does not have to advertise or introduce herself. Amitabh Bachchan does not have to introduce himself. Our dear Modi ji does not have to introduce himself. So they're all brands. So a brand does not have to speak and say that I'm a brand. Okay. Its presence is enough. Apple, even if the charger you have to buy separately. But it is
excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, I'm
Yes.
Saira.
Yeah.
Sonia ma'am is asking about to join. Please let her join. In the
I'm
meeting,
not
she's
stopping
waiting.
anyone from joining. I mean, it's open.
Okay, ma'am, but she is saying that nobody is joining me, so I am waiting still.
Just a second. No, I can accommodate about 100 people on my platform. I don't know why this problem is coming. Tell her to rejoin again, or you can send your link to her. Maybe there's some confusion with the link.
Okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. So now let's go ahead at what makes these people separate from the others. Okay. So let us start our own personal branding journey so that we reach a point where we don't have to introduce ourselves and tell about our qualities. Only our presence should be enough for people to look up to you. Okay. So I'm going ahead with this. This is the various steps which we are going to take today. Now, the only one thing, I'll tell you what, we all say that we are working at the best, we are at the best version of ourselves. You know, we hear this very often, that work to the best version of yourself. But my dear friends, our best version will become obsolete very soon, unless we don't go on reinventing ourselves. With the way the pace the world is going, with the AI coming in, with the digital world coming in, with all the new technology coming in, we are slowly leading towards being redundant or obsolete unless we don't go on reinventing ourselves. So the personal branding basically will depend on how much you reinvent yourself. Apple keeps on reinventing itself. It keeps on improving on itself. After a little while, you get the new version of the Apple phone, right? So unless you don't keep on improving on yourself, we are going to be obsolete because the millennials are coming. They are all well equipped with the AI. They are well equipped with coding. They are well equipped with all the various technologies which is going to take over. This is what we are hearing, right? Children started coding at the age of 4, 5. At that age, at that age, we knew nothing, right? And they have been coding when we saw the phone first time. It's crazy. Like, they are doing so much more than what we were doing at their age. So unless we don't reinvent ourselves, we are going to become obsolete. Now, the only one simple diagram which has worked for me has been this one. If you understand this, you have understood the crux of the whole talk. Now, there's something which is called a comfort zone. I say, okay, I'm a teacher. I teach very well. I'm a principal. I speak very well. I'm a meditator, so I'm very spiritual. So these are a few things which I do without even an effort. That's my comfort zone. But there are a few things which I cannot do. I'm not very good at financial literacy. I'm not very good at maybe playing basketball. Maybe I'm not very good at maybe whatever, riding a bike. So these are a few things which I can't do. But unless we don't, if I put it in percentage, I would say 60% of our work should be in our comfort zone. And we should have a list of, say, about 40% of work which is in our courage zone. Are we doing that? We are comfortable in what we are doing day by day, if I talk about myself. So once upon a time, I was very comfortable in what I was doing. I knew I'm good as a speaker, I'm good as a teacher, I was happy. But with people, coming up with their advanced skills, I would have been just one in the crowd if I had not added a few things to myself. So to reinvent yourself means go on working on ourselves. We have to have a courage zone, which is going to be, say, about 30 to 40%. So every year, this simple diagram I give to my colleagues, that write down your comfort zone, what you're very good at, and then add one or two more things which you have not done and which you would want to do. You want to add something which is really going to make you make a lot of efforts, right? For example, this year I wanted to learn, I've been trying to understand the 700 verses of the Bhagavad Gita for the past 2 years. And now I wanted to even pronounce the Sanskrit verses, which was absolutely a no-no for me. But then I've been struggling for the past 6-7 months, and I'm trying to learn how to pronounce under a group which is called Learn Gita, right? So they teach us how to pronounce these verses. So that's my courage zone. So anyone who hears that I'm trying to pronounce these verses actually goes bonkers. Just be, ma'am, what's wrong with you? I mean, you're trying to learn Sanskrit now. So that's my courage zone. I want to pick it up. So please keep this figure as a self-check thing, you know, what is in your comfort zone, what you think could be your courage zone too. And then what happens, you keep anything in your courage zone, that thing by the end of the year would, you know, get into your comfort zone. You'll be very comfortable with it. So see, the diameter of your comfort zone increases. So if the diameter of your comfort zone is going to increase continuously, you are reinventing yourself. Okay? So what we have to do is, now let's go deeper into this. How do we increase this? How do we increase our perceptions? Now, there are certain things which are our internal perceptions, and certain things are going to be our external perceptions. Okay. Now, this is something which I called the Johari window. I'll explain this with a few examples here. This is called a Johari window. First, we are going to introspect ourselves, discover ourselves, that where are we just now? Only then we will be able to reinvent ourselves. Now, this is a very famous way of discovering yourself, basically, where what we do is all our qualities we divide into 4 various zones. Now, the first one is called an open window. Known to self, known to others. Okay. I know I'm a good teacher. Everybody knows I'm a good teacher. Happy, happy. No problem here. Second is known to self, not known to others. I may have some talents which I know I can do, but maybe, for example, singing. I know I sing well, but I've never sung it in public. So nobody knows that I can sing well. So some of my qualities go there. You can do it for yourself. If you have a pen and paper, you can just write it and just write the things which you think you can do and people don't know yet. Then we come to the other side. Not known to self, known to others. For example, if people tell me, I guide people very well in meditation. Honestly, I said, really? I'm just saying what comes into my heart. I did not know that my voice is having some soothing effect on you. So it was not known to me, but others came to know of it and they told me that, ma'am, the way you guide in meditation is very, very soothing and nice. So it was news to me and I started improving on it. So that was my blind quality, which I did not know. It's only the past recent, say about 5 years, when the pandemic came, I started guiding people into meditation. So that's when I came to know, oh, I can. So that was my blind window. Then something which comes, you know, like serendipity, sudden discovery, not known to self, not known to others. For example, I'll give a very simple example. I went bowling with my children. They told me, Mama, you also try, you know, knocking out those things. So they said, "Aap try karo." I said, no, I've never done this. I don't think I can do it. So nobody knew I could do it. Children have never seen me doing it. So they said, no, try. So we were all in a fun zone that day. So I tried and I could do it. So it was like not known to me, not known to others. So if you can able to, if you are able to put some of your qualities in all these 4, something which people have told you will come in number 3. Something which you suddenly discovered comes in number 4. Something which you knew, everybody knew, comes in 1. Not known to others, but you knew it, You are a little shy to share it with people. That is your hidden zone. Okay. Now, what we have to do when we reinvent ourselves, we will try to push 2, 3, and 4 into one by one. Got it? We are going to push all the qualities which are in 2, 3, and 4 into one. That is how you are increasing your diameter. So our biggest window should be number 1 to be a brand. I hope I'm clear here. Just give me a thumbs up or something, so that I know that you have understood what I'm trying to say.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So shall I go ahead?
Yep.
Yeah. Thanks. Right. Here again, with a little more clarity. What I know about myself, what others know about me. Clear? This is the simplest. Blind spot is what I don't know about myself. But people tell me, what others know about me. Then what I know about myself, what others don't know about me, right? And then the unknown, totally blank, which you also don't know, others also don't know. But then you have to discover within yourself and then push everything in one so that your area increases. Okay, then this is another, those were our inner qualities, right? Now we come to external perceptions. I call it ABCD. What is A? Okay. Percentages come in here first. Okay. Now, if I divide our external qualities into our body movement, our face, how we look, what we look like, how we present ourselves, then our voice, and then the words we use, right? So imagine the amount of emphasis we put on a vocabulary. Just imagine the impression you can create on a person without even speaking. It is your body language, which we say, and the way we put across something, our voice tone, our modulation, how we convey what we have to say. So everything can be conveyed in a different way, right? Jaise aap baat karte hain, that's going to make such a huge impact on people. So if you have a smile on your face, your half battle is done. Sometimes, especially like most of us are principals here, we think it is mandatory to have a frown on our face, or it is mandatory to give a very bossy look to people. Well, somehow it has never resonated with me, and it works for me other way. I mean, you really don't have to carry your weight around so much. So when I say ABCD, it is A is appearance, B is our behavior, C is our communication, and D is our digital footprint. Let's take them up one by one. When I say appearance, obviously, we have to know how to dress up for a particular occasion. Now, इसको एक example दे, अगर हम एक beach पे जाते हैं, when you go to Goa, you need not go into with a 3-piece suit to Goa, right? I'm giving a very vague example. But yes, I mean, you don't have to be formally dressed to go on a beach. But आपके स्कूल में कुछ function, आप स्कूल जा रहे हैं, just, I mean, there has to be some kind of a decorum. I don't mean a very rigid decorum, but yes, it does make a difference how you're dressed up for an occasion. I don't know, maybe I'm old school. I'm a little particular about the way you should be dressed for a particular occasion. I mean, chalta hai attitude somehow does not chalta hai for me, because you have to know how you're presenting yourself. Agar aapko lage ki itna koi farak nahi padta, I think farak padta hai. What do you say? You can give your opinion here. Do you really think it matters? Ki bas apna
Yeah,
comfort
absolutely,
dikhna
ma'am,
chahiye,
it
kuch
matters.
bhi
Yes,
pehen
ma'am,
ke kahin
it
bhi chale
matters.
jao.
Yes, it matters.
Matters?
Yes, ma'am.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I thought maybe I'm old school, because my schooling is such that this was ingrained into us, that you have to know how you present yourself. You can't wear gaudy clothes if you're going to a formal meeting. Sometimes, like PTM and all, parent-teacher meeting, I'm very particular when I talk to my teachers, my colleagues. I make it very clear that you're not getting dressed for a party or a marriage. Some of them overdo, sometimes. So you have to give this little, but in a very polite and a soft manner, just tell them what to wear when. That's it. And this does really matter because we are trying to become a brand. So अगर brand बनना है, हमको लोगों पे impression हमारा हमें देख के ही पड़ जाना चाहिए. Not I mean हमें बोल के कुछ नहीं बोलना है ना? तो this thing really matters. A person walks in, it's not being judgmental. I won't say I'm being judgmental here, but then it works like that. You know, there are certain places, black tie events तो आपको पता है. There are certain events which are white tie events also. अब हम इतने formal होने की जरूरत नहीं है, but then to some extent we have to take care how we dress up where. Okay, so here I'm just trying to put it here. Now, see, the first thing is just streetwear. You wear your shorts and you go wherever, right? Casual हो गया थोड़ा अपने तो करते. But if you're attending a management meeting हो रहा है आपका, you can't just walk in a red color t-shirt. I mean, come on. Can you? Yes or no?
Obviously not.
Okay. Good. All right. So here I'm just trying to give a little more clarity here. So initial impression is based on the appearance. We all agree. Grooming and hygiene, we all agree. Posture, we all agree. Facial expressions, handshake, verbal greeting, personal adornment, clothing. So ये चीजें हमें लगता है external चीजें हैं, but of course it does matter. I mean, most of the teachers are ladies. I'm even very, very particular. I don't know whether to put it here or not. I'm even particular about their chipped nails. You know, like I tell them, it's not that I'm telling them to get their manicure and come to school, but then some personal hygiene has to be there. Right? Either put it properly or you don't put it at all. It's okay. I mean, just be simple. You need not have your nails painted all the time. They can be absolutely clean. But then that half chipped and half dirty nails actually give a very bad impression. I mean, हमें लगता है ये छोटी चीजें हैं, but it matters. It really, really matters.
Ma'am, I'm so happy to listen that. I thought I am only that strict in the school.
This is not being strict. We are just helping them to be more presentable. This is what I'm trying to say. Hai na? Yeah. So I was a little hesitant in taking this example, but honestly, the minute anybody puts the hand on your table or something, that's the first thing you look at. So it has to be well-groomed. This is what I say. Okay, then comes the behavior. A very big factor. The minute you enter wherever you're going, irrespective of the person, irrespective of the designation of the person, our behavior should always remain the same, whether it's the peon at in your office, whether it is the gatekeeper, whether it is your helper, whether it's your chaiwala, whoever. I mean, your behavior should not change with the designation. I mean, people who are senior to us, we cannot misbehave there, right? When you're going to meet your chairman, you're going to meet your managing director or somebody, you cannot misbehave. So why do we think sometimes we feel that we have the liberty to misbehave with our subordinates? So I think our behavior should remain always the same so that, remember, what is our mission? We are trying to be a brand where we don't have to say, I'm so-and-so, so you better respect me. No. Our behavior will attract the way we are going to get, the way we are going to get treated. This is what I feel. So our behavior has to be really taken care of. So our facial expressions, just see where आपका किससे match करता है ज़्यादा. Choice is yours. Okay. Now this is a beautiful book I have it on the shelf there. I'll show it to you some other time. I would love every principal, every teacher, everyone who uses language as a communication to read this book. This is called Nonviolent Communication by Marshall Rosenberg. I have done a book reading session on this. Some other time, I will take the slides from this book also. It's such a beautiful book which teaches us that violence can be created not only by hitting a person or abusing a person. You don't have to go to those extremes. Just the way you look at a person, just the choice of words you use can cause nonviolent communication. This is itself a separate session in itself. I'm not going to go deeper into this, but yes, what kind of communication skills you have. When I say communication skills, I don't mean vocabulary. I do not mean vocabulary. Now, it's, this book basically aims on 4 things: observation, emotions, needs, and request. I'll give a very simple example. With all due respects to the men here, I'm not ignoring you, but then the examples are very apt on females. Now, suppose your husband has promised to take you out for dinner in the evening, right? And he's late as usual. What is our reaction normally? In good old days, I would throw a tantrum, and then try and act difficult. But the same thing, aapka to roj ka hi hai, you're always late, you're never on time. We generally tend to say these things because we are hurt. But actually, if you want to put it in, usse kya ho jata hai? We open the Pandora box, then he comes up with certain things, what you are, and then we've landed up into an argument and into a fight, and good luck to the dinner. Now, the same thing, if I want to put it in a non-violent communication, here, this is what it means. Observation, he was supposed to come at 9. He has, as usual, come at 9:30, 9:45. So, observation, you are late. So that's a fact, right? You were to come at 9, you have come at 9:45. I feel, now what are you feeling? Because you're feeling sad because you wanted to spend some time with your partner. Because I needed to spend a nice, lovely candlelit dinner with you. Would you be able to make it tomorrow? So the minute you put this, now the time is gone. You can't go for dinner at 10 o'clock, right? Time is gone. Jo bhi reason hai, he's gotten late. So now it is the way we put that sentence so that the invitation remains open, and then you don't go into a nasty argument. This is a very simple example, but it works. I've tried it. It really works. Would you be able to make it tomorrow or some other day or this Sunday or maybe day after? So then you're open for a conversation instead of just, throwing allegations on each other. So this can be used anywhere. You need your colleague to do something for you, you can use that. I hope I've made it, because this is the entire book is based on these 4 steps of nonviolent communication: observation, feeling, need, and request. So when you concentrate on these 4 headings, any conversation you make will get you results, believe me, because you have chosen the appropriate words to communicate something. It can be used even for your students. Now, digital footprints, ABCD ka D hai ye. What do you understand by digital footprints? Anybody? We've been hearing lots of talks on the AI. Yeah?
Your professional appearance on certain kind of media.
Yes, that is our digital presence.
Okay.
We are advertising ourselves everywhere: Instagram, LinkedIn, everywhere, Facebook, everywhere. That's digital presence. That is really required to keep you going, right? I agree. Digital footprints.
Certain criteria or certain strategies which you plan, to give some fruitful content to the people, digital content to the people.
Okay. See, all right.
Ma'am, Daljit sir is the best example of digital footprint.
What's that? Phir se, sir?
Daljit sir is the best example.
Okay. Okay, great. Great.
The type of conversation which we are sharing, or the contents which we are sharing on the digital media like Facebook, Twitter, or LinkedIn, etc. So that is leaving our personality and footprint for the audience to judge that what type of personality you are, because nowadays in the era of artificial intelligence,
yes,
your prospective boss or the hirer will come to know about your mental design, that what are you person you are made up of, and accordingly he may hire you or he may fire you.
Absolutely, sir. Point on. You explained it pretty well. When I say footprints means निशान छोड़ जाना, right? हम आजकल जो भी करते हैं on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram or LinkedIn, anywhere, it is telling so much about you. What you're watching on the YouTube is telling so much about you. Have you noticed? You start seeing one kind of a content and you will get a string of that same kind of content coming in front of you. As if it's by magic. Sometimes it's so scary, right? So whatever you are doing online, whatever you're watching, whatever you're putting up, that is actually telling so much about you. Those are your footprints. So you have to be very, very careful of what are your activities online. There is somebody watching you. Just मैं meditation में बोलती हूँ ना, the higher consciousness is watching you. Here there is someone inside there. The AI is watching you. And you are leaving a trail. Have you seen so many cases are solved only by checking the accounts of people on Facebook and other places? Because you don't know what footprints you have left behind. So if you're trying to be a brand, be very conscious about your activity online. This is digital footprint. Okay. So ABCD ho gaya hamara. Let's go ahead. So digital footprint is like a trail of information that we leave behind when we use the internet. It includes things like the websites we visit, the things we post on social media, and the message we send. It's important to remember that our digital footprint can be seen by others and can affect how people think of us. So it's important to be very careful about what we do online. I hope this is clear. Okay? So ABCD ho gaya. Okay, this is very, very interesting. A hip pocket skills. People in the, the management sector would understand what this means. Or you're all intelligent people, just by the word, you will understand. Hip pocket skill.
Yes, ma'am. We understand.
What is it?
Skill को अपनी pocket में रखना.
No. That was a great attempt, but not quite the right one.
Yes.
What, anyone? Hip pocket skill? No?
I think it
We
is
should
something.
aware about skills.
No, ma'am. वो तो हम सब तभी तो हम principals हैं. हमारे में कुछ skills थी. Otherwise, हम नहीं होते.
Ma'am, I think it is like having something in your pocket which
नीरज
you can
मैम का
share
जबरदस्त लॉजिक है.
immediately.
Yes, sir.
नीरज मैम का लॉजिक जबरदस्त है. क्या लगाया है पॉकेट में स्किल्स को रखना है.
नहीं, पॉकेट में नहीं रखना है, sir. Anyone else wants to take a try? I'm almost done, so we can chat a bit also. Okay.
Ma'am, I think
hello.
हाँ जी.
I think there are some attributes or qualities that we should make it a forte of ourselves.
Yeah, who's
जैसे
this?
कहते हैं
Who's
ना कि
saying this?
Simran.
Yeah?
Simran.
Simran. Okay. So what did you say? Come again. Just say it once again.
I think there are some attributes, some qualities, some traits, some things that we need to keep it in our pocket. That means keep it in pocket means कि हमें ऐसी चीजें हमारे पास होनी चाहिए, qualities हमारे हाथ में होनी चाहिए जिससे हम कभी हार ना सके. हम लोगों से हम कभी हार ना सके. It is more than, much more than our forte.
Okay.
I may not be able to.
Yeah, I got your point. I understood what you're trying to say. I'll just try to clarify
when
a
the
little more.
So when the skills become your identity,
Skills
you
which
are
are your...
recognized. I'm Sunita. You are
Yeah,
recognized for your skills. Then it can be called as hip.
Okay. So let me sum up everything which you said just now, all of you. Hip pocket skill means you should have something which is you. I mean, something like if I say, if I talk about my own hip pocket skill, I would say that my hip pocket skill is, if anybody wants little bit of spiritual counseling or some kind of a knowledge there, they would come to me, because in this group, like for example, if you want somebody to lead you into some mindfulness kind of a technique or something, so you will think of me, because I've proved that it's my hip pocket skill. Now in your school, you will have, say, about 100 teachers are working with you, right? As a leader, you should know everybody's hip pocket skill. If I need something decorated here, I should know whom to go to. So this is whom to go to quality. मतलब किस काम के लिए किसके पास best जाना चाहिए हमें. So that is your hip pocket skill. So apart from all the other skills that you should have something which you're going on increasing, which becomes your hip pocket skill, your go-to thing, your go-to means वो आपके पास ही उसका solution है. Nobody else has that solution.
Which sets you apart. Which sets you apart.
Which sets you apart. Absolutely. Absolutely.
It could be your good old soft skill, people skill, or anything.
Anything. I want some kind of a creative work done. I know this person has a very good vision, he's got a very good sense of perception about how thing should go around. So just go to him. So you should have those names with you. ये तब ढूंढना, for example, जैसे कुछ program होता है. Just for example, कल सबके school में flag hoisting होगा या some kind of a program होगा, right? So you have a group of people who are organizing the event. Now, it's the beauty of the leader who should know that what work has to be assigned to whom. This person is very good at receiving guests, so put him at the gate. This person has a very good skill of taking care of the children who are on volunteering duty. So, अपनी कुछ ऐसी hip pocket skill होनी चाहिए कि आपकी जगह किसी और के पास जाने की जरूरत ही ना हो. अगर हम जिस पोजीशन पे हम हैं, if we have some skill and our management knows कि ये काम सिर्फ so and so कर सकता है, nobody else can do it as good as this person does. So that is your hip pocket skill. तो अपने कोई भी एक hobby को, passion को इतना strong बनाना है that no one should be able to replace you. हमें अपने मुंह से बोलने, you know who this person is?
Excuse me, ma'am. Can we put it this way, that our hip pocket skill is to know everybody's hip pocket skill?
Yeah, that can be your skill as a leader. That's a leadership skill.
Yes.
You should also be having your own personal hip pocket skill still.
Yes.
ताकि
This is
किसी को भी
Indira Nui.
हाँ जी. So see, अपने profession को छोड़ के कुछ आपके पास ऐसा होना चाहिए that people can come up and open up to you. For example, you're a great counselor. Your people know they will come get a solution from you. तो वो कहीं और ना जाके आप ही के पास आए for that particular thing. Do you recognize this lady?
Your name is written, ma'am, Indira Nui.
Yeah, but do you know what she does?
Coca-Cola.
Yeah, she is the CEO of PepsiCo.
PepsiCo.
Yeah. So
she was made the CEO at the age of 51.
Yes, ma'am. Right on. So whatever happens, have a hip pocket skill. People should look at you and say, oh, this particular issue, the only person who can answer it or can contribute to it is you. So अपने आप को indispensable हमें होना चाहिए. हमें बोलना नहीं पड़े किसी को कि हम बहुत ये करते हैं, हम ये करते हैं. चुपचाप खड़े रहो. People should know कि भैया इसके बिना ये काम और कोई नहीं कर सकता, and the people should come to you. So that is a brand.
Ma'am, I've got a doubt. Can we say, is it a core competency of a person or individual? Can we equate it with
yes, core competency, yes. But sometimes what happens that it's a common competency which other people, so like you can speak well. But there are so many people who can speak well now in your school.
Okay.
So we have to think of something which only you can do. मतलब आपके अमरजीत सिंह जी के बिना किसी के पास जा ही नहीं सकते इस काम के लिए. That is your hip pocket skill.
The USP.
Remember, we want to become a brand. हम एक कॉमन लीडर नहीं बनना चाह रहे यहाँ पे. लीडरशिप क्वालिटीज तो एवरीबडी नोज. वी आर नॉट टॉकिंग अबाउट लीडरशिप क्वालिटीज, वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट बीइंग अ ब्रांड. एप्पल एक ही है, चाहे वो बहुत सारे चीजें कर नहीं सकता, उसका एक एक आपको एक्सेसरी लेने के लिए अलग से लेना पड़ता है, इतना एक्सपेंसिव, बट फिर भी एप्पल इज अ ब्रांड. स्टिल वी वांट एप्पल. चाहे एप्पल के साथ हमें एंड्रॉइड फोन भी रखना पड़ता है, बिकॉज सीबीएसई के जितने भी एप्स है, कोई भी ऐप एप्पल में नहीं चलता है, बिकॉज दे कैन नॉट अफोर्ड एप्पल एप्स. सो हमें उसके लिए अभी अभी बोर्ड एग्जाम आएगा, हमको एंड्रॉइड फोन रखना ही पड़ेगा, बिकॉज उनका वो जो आता है ना, जब पेपर लेते हैं ऑल दैट, वो सब उनका उसी में ही ऐप है. वो ऐप एप्पल एक्सेप्ट ही नहीं करता वो ऐप. तो एप्पल नखरे वाला फोन है, बट स्टिल हमें वो चाहिए, because it's a brand. Okay. Now this, I have spoken about this when I took the बच्चों का एक लिया था workshop. I spoke about the Kaizen theory. Anybody remembers? Or you've heard of it?
Yeah, ma'am, it is a Japanese term that is
Yeah,
a
it's a
small
Japanese
improvement
term.
every time and continuous improvement, change for betterment. And
Oh,
that's how I
beautiful.
think Japan has been leading country in the world.
Yes, yes. This is their secret, the Kaizen. Now this means each day they improve on themselves, even if it is a tiny thing, very tiny thing. That today I'm going to keep this plant, tomorrow I'm going to keep a better plant. A very tiny thing, but table organization only. Whenever they have a meeting, they see how the meeting goes, and then the next day they make little changes that how it should happen more effectively. So when we think of changing a tiny thing about ourselves day after day and improve ourselves with tiny baby steps, that is the Kaizen theory. Not to think of real big things, very, very small things. Okay. Was anybody trying to speak? I heard somebody. Okay. Thoda mute kar liya karo if it is nothing to do with the session. Okay. So that's the Kaizen, a Japanese term meaning change for the better or continuous improvement, which serves as the basis for a Japanese business philosophy. So they use this everywhere, just anywhere. They use this theory. And there's another theory, isi ke saath milti julti hai, which is called the Mamba mentality. This is basically people in the sports would know about it. I don't have any slide for that. I just thought I'll mention it. Mamba mentality also means this was used by a basketball player. Unka accident bhi ho gaya tha. You can Google it and check. MAMBA, Mamba mentality. This person had an accident. He broke his bones and he bounced back because of his own resilience, his own, continuous work on himself. So we don't have to give up. A lot of allegations were also put on him, but then he bounced back because of his Mamba mentality. Okay, his own hard work and resilience and trying to be the best version of yourself. So I think I'm right on time. We have about 6-7 minutes to discuss whatever I have done today. I just try to give tiny, tiny glimpses of things which you can be conscious of to make yourself the best version of yourself day after day, and not just stop there. So that is how we, talk about reinventing ourselves. So thank you so much. This is all I wanted to add. We have about 5-7 minutes. If anybody wants to share something more or comment on whatever we have discussed today. Hanji. Anything which you're already doing or something which you thought you add now? Just raise your hands so that I'm able to unmute. वैसे तो आप अपने आप को unmute कर सकते हैं. Hi, Dimpy.
Hello. Been there. All through. Enjoying the session. Yes.
Anything you would like to add to what I said?
No, I think it was just wonderful. Loved it.
Thank you.
Completely.
Thank you.
Very nice. Beautiful
A
it
pleasant
was.
surprise. So for
Oh.
you, I had a evening session. Morning, you are unable to take.
Exactly. See, I'm always there.
Yeah, yeah.
When it's my time, I'm
Oh,
there.
you're always in my heart. You're always in my heart.
I love you.
Yes, anybody? You want to add something here? Kaizen, Mamba, all these things. ABCD.
It
It
was
was
a great
actually
session.
Yes, madam.
It
Great
was
session.
really great to listen to you.
Yeah.
And so many new things came up, right?
Yeah. See, we
Sometimes
all know
we
this.
know
We
the
all
things,
know it.
but we have to reinvent again and again. So thank you so much.
So
It was
it's a
really great.
continuous process, reinventing ourselves. Please mute yourself and
Jasmeer ma'am.
Hanji, I'll just unmute you. Yes, ma'am. You can unmute yourself.
More
Yeah.
session
I
of
was just
meditation is
saying
required.
it was really a great session.
Thank
And there were so many things which we learned today. So thank you for this. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. See,
You
being
defined very well,
leaders,
ma'am.
we know all of it already, but it's just being little conscious and doing it again. Kajal ma'am is trying to speak, I think.
You defined very well, ma'am. Very well.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So, some of these things are very practical. It has really worked for me, especially those 2 circles I showed you. That if we keep on trying to do, give us one more meditation session. Oh, that's my go-to skill, my hip pocket skill. So I can do that anytime, anywhere. But I didn't want to be labeled as just the meditation person. So I thought this time we'll do something different. And what I really want to do next time is non-violent communication. That's a very wonderful thing. And it really, really helps you as a person and will also help all your colleagues, everyone who's working in the school, especially teachers. Like, for example, we are not allowed to now use derogatory language with the students. So this non-violent communication really comes to help over there. So I'll talk to Daljit sir, and one fine day, I think we'll do something on non-violent communication also. It's really very practical and useful. At home also, this term NYV, this is so NVY. No, what am I saying? NYC. No, NVC. Yeah, this is so practical even at home. आप खुद देखो अपने बच्चों से, अपने partner से कोई भी बात करनी है. It depends so much on how you say it. Same thing. उसका effect एकदम different हो जाता है. Sometimes we are just trying to show down the other person by saying that I have the authority to say, so I will say. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. So your choice of words makes a lot of difference. You might be trying to say the same thing, but just the choice of words makes a hell of a lot of difference. Yes, Simran ma'am, you want to say something?
I don't know whether I'm relatable or not, but the best example of non-violent communication is, though it eventually it became violent, it is Zafarnama by Guru Gobind Singh.
Yes.
I think I'm making sense.
Yeah, you
if
are.
you have heard of it. Yes.
And so that I remember when we made those people sign that you want to go back, so you can go. But then when they came back from their village and then they said, no, we want to join your army. I think that's what you're talking about.
No, when he wrote Zafarnama to the brutal king,
Guru Gobind Singh ji has
Shri Guru
written
Gobind Singh
Zafarnama to
ji has
Aurangzeb.
written Zafarnama to Aurangzeb by just telling him what he has done. Amarjit sir must be knowing about this, and there
No,
are
I
many
got
who
what
know
you're
this.
saying. Yeah, there was another incident also, so I was relating it to that. Yes.
मैम वो कहते हैं ना एक चुप सौ सुख.
Yeah. तो प्यार से कोई बात हम कन्वे कर दें, थोड़ा सा समझ से. That diplomacy is required everywhere in all relationships. घर पे, with our everyone at home, right? Okay, so if anybody else wants to say something, we can take the liberty for another 2 minutes, and then we can call it a day.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank
It
you.
was indeed a very good interaction, and we learned a lot, and we would love to keep hearing from you always.
Yes.
And there are many topics regarding
I did not
principles of
add
and-
one more thing to this because that I'm as it is telling you every day. So to be able to implement all this, there is one cherry on the cake. I'm sure you can guess what I could be saying. और हमें क्या करना है to become the best version of ourselves or to reinvent ourselves? Come on.
Meditation.
That makes me a brand. That's my brand. That is meditation. Yeah. Without that, nothing is going to work. Nothing is going to work.
Look
So,
within.
ये मैं
Ma'am,
हाँ जी.
meditation session I want.
You want,
Please.
right? So
Because I
Sunday
do, ma'am.
morning में था, you people didn't join. I had sent the link. Every Sunday morning I do it with my colleagues. मैंने share करा भी था. Because weekdays it's not possible, you know, this is the only time I get. So yes, next time whenever the lead sir asks me to take a session, I'll take it on some topic of meditation, which is really, really very important. Okay. So मैं importance of meditation पे जरूर लेना चाहूँगी session so that that is my क्या बोलते हैं my mission to make all of you be the best version of yourselves, and मुझे उसका shortcut पता है, and I'm going on sharing with you people. अभी समझ, it's taking time, but it's okay. I'm sure you'll all pile on to my bandwagon, and we'll be a nice big party together. So, ठीक है, let's. I don't think Diljit sir is there. He's not there, or is he there?
Anyway, on his behalf, I would like to convey vote of thanks. Kriti ma'am, may I take the liberty of conveying my vote of thanks?
Yeah, sure, sir. Sure.
Thank you very much for doing the full justice, ma'am. In the limited time frame, we have come to know so many things. At least certain things which we were already knowing it, you have refreshed these memories like Kaizen. I'm practicing this Kaizen since last 2-3 decades. But again, I think it is worth sharing it. And you have done full justice, certain new technology which I have come to know today. That is a hip pocket skills. So we have been practicing, but certainly adding something to the knowledge of all the educator, I think this is a great as your contribution, and your courage zone and comfort zone. Certainly all these chapters have been revised, and I think we need a revision only. Now revision, in case we do Sandhi Vichhed, re plus vision, re dohara vision dekh lo, so that this become good. We can at least apply those things in our day-to-day life. And on behalf of all the group members, I would like to convey my sincere thanks, ma'am. Thank you very much. And we would love to have your session on meditation also. You can send the link to Diljit sir, or you can send in the group in case you are permitted.
Yes,
and
yes.
Thank you very much.
I do send it every Sunday. Sunday morning at 6:30. I always have a 1-hour guided meditation session. Things which have helped me, I love to share it with everybody. So yes, I will do it this Sunday. I'll send the link on this group too.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you for having
Thank
me,
you so much.
and I appreciate everybody's patience for hearing me out.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
Oh,
Bye-bye.
thank
We
you.
should share. We should share our hip pocket skill in the group. What is we are good at.
Yes, absolutely. Remember that Johari's window? Things known to you, not known to others. We have to bring it all to the first one. Known to you, known to everyone. So that's how our persona increases and a diameter of our comfort zone increases.
This Johari window and SWOT analysis are two different things. I think they both are complement to each other to be leaders.
Yeah, right, sir. Right.
Chaliye,
Okay,
thank you
have a
very much.
lovely night, everyone.
Thank you.
Enjoy. Bye-bye. See you.